Thank you for watching our video. Please give us a big like, subscribe to our channel for new videos every day with amazing cars. Leave us your opinion in the comment section on the video. Thank you. For decades, driving a Lincoln meant you had arrived. Lincolns were not only symbols of wealth and success but also genuinely luxurious for the time inside and out. Lincoln has been desperately trying to get that real luxury status back for the past few years, and it finally succeeded with the new 2018 Navigator. The Lincoln Navigator has always been nice for a full-size body-on-frame SUV, but previous models were clearly derivatives of a Ford product. The same can be said about the all-new 2018 model. Yes, it owes its existence to the Ford Expedition it is based on, but Lincoln's reliance on the Ford parts bin isn't nearly as obvious this time around, especially once you step inside. Our tester was a top-of-the-line 2018 Navigator 4x4 Black Label, meaning you're looking at nearly six figures even before you start checking option boxes. Once you throw in the $1,995 rear seat entertainment package, $1,750 Chroma Molten Gold exterior paint, $1,250 perfect position seats with active motion massage function, and $420 steered cargo management system, this bill rang up to an eye-popping $100,315. Does it feel like a vehicle that's worth $100,000? Yes. Absolutely. We already said it in our first drive review, but I'll say it again, Lincoln nailed the interior on this SUV. At no point do you feel like you're in a warmed-over Expedition. The materials and design all communicate that you're getting into a genuine luxury car. The freestanding 10.0-inch center touchscreen runs a version of Ford's Sync 3, but the sharp graphics and responsive touch controls make the unit feel like something much higher end. The 12.0-inch digital gauge display also feels appropriate for a six-figure car. When driving, the cluster is predominantly black with minimal graphics to form the speedometer and tachometer. It's understated, elegant, and effective at the same time. But hit the drive mode selector knob, and the screen comes alive with vibrant color and motion, as each of the 2018 Navigator S7 modes has its own colorful animation sequence. The wow factor continues when you stare straight ahead and notice the black label's standard head-up display, which is unusually wide. The projection is large without being distracting, and it has plenty bright enough to see clearly during the day. And unlike many other cars that make you fumble around the dash looking for the height adjustment or dimmer switch, the HUD controls are located conveniently on the steering wheel. And there are the optional 30-way adjustable perfect position front seats, which we first saw in the Continental sedan. The unique buckets build on the cabin's space theme with futuristic-looking cushions that form around your body as you play with the many controls located on the door. It'll take a while to find your ideal setting, but once you do, the front seat is a comfortable place to be. I found the active motion massage as soothing as any massage feature I've experienced in a Mercedes. The second-row captain's chairs are comfortable, too, offering plenty of legroom as well as storage in the center console and USB power below the rear vac controls and built into the optional rear entertainment screens. The captain's chairs are the only seats in the house that adjust manually, and that makes them feel a bit out of place in a vehicle that costs more than $100,000. Get over that fact, and you'll enjoy a first-class-like experience with the plush armrest and controls for the 20-speaker Revel Ultima stereo system, which sounds amazing. If you spring for the dual rear screens, you also have in-flight entertainment, as you can stream content from your mobile device wirelessly through Recast. But as nice as those 10.0-inch displays are, the capacitive buttons at the bottom make the menus awkward to navigate. They really feel like they should have been touchscreens. Like the Expedition, the Navigator has a third-row fit for adults. You sit mostly flat with your hips bent at almost 90 degrees, making the rearmost bench comfortable enough for road trips. You also have ample legroom and the ability to recline the seat backs, though your head will eventually touch the rear glass. Also, like the Expedition, All of the Navigator's rear seats can be laid flat using switches in the cargo area. Just be careful when you drop the second row seats if you have the rear entertainment package, as the headrests smack the screens pretty hard. Thank you for watching our video. Please give us a big like, subscribe to our channel for new videos every day with amazing cars. Leave us your opinion in the comment section on the video. Thank you.